Act 2, Scene 1. Chorus. 3 years have passed, we know not how our protagonists have filled them, but while Ines she as yet has none, Constanza has 2 children, Maria and young Ferdinand. How Pedro dotes upon them, as does their auntie Ines, and both love to be among them. Constanza. Yes, he can chatter to his children, playing boars and stags and bears, for hours like a man relieved of all his former cares. And he talks to his hound too, and his horses and his kestrel, of his royal grandfather Denis and the weight of his ancestral expectations, and his latest jousting action, that he bans us from attending lest we caused him a distraction. I don't know if that works, I hear he's usually defeated, but I'm always grateful to find out that on his mount he stayed seated. But the one he talks to most of all, well, she is our friend Ines, who both pushes us together and forever is between us. And who he talks to least of all, that's me, his wife Constanza. And how we two should be that way's a question I can't answer. Yes, formal and respectful are the words that best describe the demeanour of my husband when I find him by my side. Like there's a Pedro deep inside his shell that to me he will not show, and that Pedro who can play and laugh I'm not allowed to know. Beatrice. How is my relationship with my son Pedro, and could it be called a success? His obsession, fouliness, has borne him no children, yet round his 2 she clucks and pecks, while I get to see them at worship on Sunday, and that is as good as it gets. By Constanza, for whom I believed I was fighting to help her get what she deserved. I never feel welcome, and always she's with me, just formal, respectful, reserved. And as for my husband, all our King Afonso, his brain rages as his body rots, assuming, consuming, inventing, believing against him a million plots. Nora. But not all news is bad, and not all news is sad, and you can see here from this ring that Fernando, whose dear wife he lost last year, has proposed to me I marry him. To have Fernando, my mister, would make Ines my sister, and that is a bonus for me. Bella. And here's a surprise, at least in Pedro's eyes, his friend Sancho is marrying me. Pedro. It'll be entertaining to see you house train him. I wish you the best of all luck. Ferdinand. While at jousting I'm master, love life's a disaster, and single and wifeless I'm stuck. Somehow it's a worse mess than if I'd loved the first less, and I had not this sadness that weighed against each proposal of love and betrothal, both earnest and hopeful I've made. Blanche. When Ines he first saw, she told Ferdy she thought his offer just pity and kindness. Then came Nora's and Bella's refusals, as well as be last in a queue there behind them. Though kindness and pity can also be pretty, to be his last choice it was no. Chorus. So now you're abreast of the gossip, it's best we return to the heart of the show.